Y'all got kids? Do not spoil your kids. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's a setup. It's backwards. Do not spoil your kids. Okay? It's either they're overly spoiled and grow up and have no respect for nobody and nothing. Okay? And feel like the world should be handed to them on a silver platter. Like the world owes them something. Narcissistic. Okay? Or, or they were spoiled and abused at the same time. Narcissistic. Okay? People that didn't have kids that didn't have love when they was kids, more times than not, they grow up being strong lovers. They grow up loving, actually having the love in their heart that is lacking in most people. Why? Because they never had it from anybody else. 1, 2, 3 on my timer. Hence, with us, most of God's children, okay, not all of, most of, didn't have love when we were younger, when we were kids. We didn't have that parent to love us or that uh, guardian figure to love us, or even people around us to love us. Right? They shunned us. They hated us. They showed disdain towards us, for us. Right? And we grew up loving and seeking for love outside of ourselves, right? We grew up loving. We're the hard lovers, but we mess around and we grow up and we put all our love into people that are narcissistic and they do not love anyone. Why? Because they don't love themselves. They can't. And that is a reason why we attract them. Why? Because we love people more than we love ourselves. And we need to learn to love ourselves more than we love people. You have to love yourself more. Okay, and I'm not talking about like narcissistic loving yourself because they don't love themselves, but they're all about me, 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 me. Mine, 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 mine. Nobody else's feelings. Right? Taking no accountability, admitting to none of the wrongs that they do, not admitting to any of the wrongs that they do. Right? They just brush over them like they never happened. And people like that will never receive what they seek. They'll never receive it. They always have to try to steal it, manipulate it out of somebody. That's where they get their energy from. Emotional manipulation. Manipulation, period. Why? Because it's a game with them. It's a game that they're playing all by themselves in their heads. They're like, oh, let me lie to this person so I can get them all flustered. Let me make them wait. Let me make them wait because I know that they're on the other end freaking out or super emotional waiting on me, and that gives them power, what they think is power. It gives them energy. People's negative reactions and negative feelings gives them energy. So keep that in mind.